The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And we are underway from Heinz Field. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Bruce Irvin coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing on first down is Carr. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll run with Lynch. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, They had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case,
this is caught inside the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to...
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Khalil Mack able to drop him for a loss of a couple. 3rd and goal now, so some urgency here for the offense. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Carr, and complete, right side to Cook. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you...
It's a foot race. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Here's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Shazier. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Now Carr throwing on second down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. On first down, Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And it's 21-3. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Able to slither by. Cordarrelle Patterson. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Cordero Patterson with officially a 103-yard return. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
10 more there and another first down. Here's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one and another first down. Finn to throw again. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Justin Ellis able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. On second down, Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 5. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jesse James, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point now by Boswell. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And Cook has it, left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Carr now on first down. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Crabtree with it over the middle, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Carr now on first down. Dancing to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? Now, I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. That one good for 33 and a first.
We could talk about bend but don't break all we want. But the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now Carr. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Second and goal to go now. On second down, Lynch. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Carr now to throw. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a play fake here on first down. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And now it's second down. Well, taking a step back, and we look league-wide for a second. On Tuesday the 16th, Pro Football Writers Association named the all-rookie team. Who was on the ledger?
Well, let's start with the headliners. Let's start with the Offensive Rookie of the Year, Alvin Kamara, running back from Tennessee, third-rounder with the New Orleans Saints. And Marshawn Lattimore, their first pick in the first round this past season, a cornerback out of Ohio State, the Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, and Kamara shared that offensive honor with Kareem Hunt. What a year he had.
I mean, when you put it all together, at one point you thought Kareem Hunt was just running away with this thing.
And this is caught inside the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 61 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A gain of 39 that time.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a prime.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bud Dupree coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On second down, here's Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They bring Crabtree in motion right. Play clock winding down. Snap comes at one, and it's Carr. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. T.J. Watt in there to record another sack. Their sixth of the afternoon. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Carr to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. T.J. Watt in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So on fourth down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. This to make it a 3-score game late. Here's Manuel. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping, maybe just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now. They stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger being chased out left. He's going deep, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Bruce Irvin in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They go play action with Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Bell. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they did.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down following the run. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. To throw his Carr. Cook with a first down and much more. And he finds Cook. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.